that Oxford is one of the most expensive places to live in the UK, and average house prices are about 15 times average earnings. And of course, it's much worse if you're on low incomes. And I read recently in the Oxford Times or Mail that actually for the first time last year, over 50% of houses in the city of Oxford were actually being rented, because, you know, people actually can't afford to buy them. And so that's the picture that's emerging in the city and beyond.
I spoke to a couple of ladies recently who are now in temporary homeless accommodation. And for a city as recognisable as Oxford, as they explained to me, it's just unacceptable, and it shouldn't be tolerated that, you know, we have such a housing crisis both in Oxford and the wider area. And one of the key aspects to the development from a community point of view is we're going to be developing a community management cooperative for the tenants that's been established and incorporated. And what we'll be doing shortly is running a training program so that prospective tenants will be trained on various aspects of property management, so they can take real ownership in support from SOHA, who will be doing some of the larger management aspects of the property. But what we want to do is develop a tenant management cooperative that really teaches and gives skills that can be marketed in the labour market to the tenants. And anecdotally, that's shown to create resilience amongst neighbours, to create a really tight-knit community. And I think we've all experienced in the last couple of years how important it is to have really good, positive neighbourly relations. So we're really excited that that's a fundamental part of this development, that people support one another, create instant neighbours, if you will, and other aspects like creating a car club that the tenants can take forward, and sharing resources is really important.
Actually, part of the deal with building these homes is not only that they're available for people from Vale of Whitehorse Housing Register, they have to have a local connection, and also they have to be ready and able to join a co-op. Now, that is quite a departure for the local authority to get involved in that. And I think we're all very excited and really looking forward to figuring out how to make this work. So I'm in this business because I feel concerned about the numbers of people who don't have an affordable place to live. And it's not just in Oxford and county, it's probably in most big cities all over the world. There's an affordability crisis. And we need to find ways of solving that particular problem because it's affecting so many people. And if you don't have a decent place to live, that means you're working God knows how many hours a week just to keep body and soul together, if you're lucky enough to even have a place to actually put your head down. And you don't have time for your children, you don't have time for your family, there's no time because you're working 80 plus hours a week. So I'm in this business because I actually really believe that this model is a way of solving the housing crisis. The only way to solve it is to take houses and land out of the market, which of course council houses used to do, but now we don't do that anymore. So we need to replace that with something that is more stable and secure, and we need to scale it up. This is tiny, as Deborah says in the little film promoting this share offer. This is a tiny drop in the ocean, but actually it's not that difficult to understand. And if we could scale it up, how wonderful would that be for the whole sustainability of our county?